My name is Prabodh Ginam from Magical Emerald. I am going to explain you about full stack development. So, what is full stack development? In full stack development, a computer programmer who is proficient in both front end and back end language, their primary responsibility includes designing user interface on websites, developing servers, and database for website functionality. So, front end and back end development works on both sides of the website. Front-end development is programming which focuses on visual element of the website. Front-end development, also known as client-side development, is a practice producing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the website so that a user can see and interact with them directly. The objective of designing a website is to ensure that when a user open up a website, they see information in a format that is easy to read and relevant. This is further complicated by the fact that a user now uses a large variety of devices with varying screen sizes and resolutions. As for backend, backend refers to the part of a computer application or a program code that allows it to operate that cannot be accessed by a user. The backend users uh, creates codes and improves the server side application and database that when combined with both front end code helps create a functional seamless experience uh, for the user. A database is an organized collection of data so that it can easily access and manage. You can organize data into tables, rows, columns, and index. It makes it easier to relevant data. Database handler creates a database in such a way that only one set of software programs provide access to a data to all users. The main purpose of data is to operate a large amount of information by storing, retrieving, and managing data. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a standard markup language for creating website. It describes the structure of web page and consists of series of elements. For example, we have a Facebook login page that is made up of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. First, HTML tags are used to structure the login page where we use input fields and buttons. We also have a form tag that sends the data we submitted to the database. So these are the parts of HTML. As for the CSS, we are giving the structured tags a design to form this login page. For example, we can add an background using background property. We can also change the button color using color property. JavaScript is a programming language that is used on both client side and server side that allows you to make web page interactive. There are so many backend frameworks, but we are discussing about only 4 of them that are as follows. Let's discuss the first one, that is PHP Laravel. So PHP is a full stack framework that uses object oriented programming and follows MVC pattern. The word defines model view controller. The model fetches the value from the database while views contains our HTML pages. Then the third is the controller, that is the middleman who fetches the data from for HTML for the model. As similar to Laravel, Django is one of the most trending framework in Python and also full stack web development which follows MVT structure, while Flask is the micro framework. As for the third one, which is Free framework, which is in Java. As for the ASP, .NET Framework is a software development framework for building and running application on Windows. .NET Framework is a part of a .NET platform, a collection of technologies that builds websites or apps on Linux, macOS, Windows, iOS, and Androids. As for the database, we have MySQL, that is a relational database management system, that is structured query language. The application is used for wide range of purposes, including data warehousing, e-commerce logging application. The most common use for SQL is, however, the purpose of a web database. So, Which is better, SQL or MySQL? In terms of data security, SQL Server is much more secure than MySQL Server. In SQL, external processes cannot be accessed or manipulated the data directly, while in SQL, one can easily manipulate or modify the database files during the runtime using binary. And last, we have Amazon RDS. Amazon Relational Database Service makes up and easy to set up, operates and scales a relational database in the cloud. It provides cost efficient and reusable capacity while automating time consuming as administrator tasks such as hardwaring, database setup, patching, backing up. It frees you the focus on your application so can you can give the fast performance, high availability, security and compatibility they need. So I hope you understand what full stack development does.